Very good morning to all of you, dear students. Today learn a new poem, Where the Mind is Without Fear, that is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore is popularly known as Gurudev and was a Bengali writer. He was a poet, dramatist, short story writer, novelist and philosopher. He wrote primarily in Bengali but translated many of his works into English and in the process wrote them afresh. Gitanjali and the Gardener are the important volume of poetry that he rendered in English. And Tagore became the first non-European to win the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913. His mesmeric personality and appearance, flowing beard and otherworldly, earned him a prophet-like reputation in the West. He is generally considered the outstanding creative genius of modern India. Gitanjali, Gora, Gehre Bera are acclaimed of their naturalism, her best known works. And this poem, Where the Mind is Without Fear, is taken from Gitanjali, and it is the 35th poem in the collection. It is one of Tagore's most anthologized poem. The English version of Gitanjali, containing 103 poems, was brought out in a limited edition by the Indian Society in London. The present poem expresses the poet's reflective spirit and is a simple prayer for his country. But the prayer has a universal appeal, a universal message. Tagore dreams of a truly global society where there are no boundaries of caste and creed and religion. He dreams of a society where there are no boundaries of caste, creed and religion. The poet prays not just for territorial independence for his country but also for its spiritual and intellectual freedoms. He wants his country to rise above small concerns, petty concerns and narrow prejudices, and soar high above into the world of freedom and freedom of thought and action based on truth and fearlessness. The poem was written during the time when India was under British rule and the people of India were fighting for freedom. This poem gave a lot of strength to all those who were struggling for India's independence. Poet's prayer for a nation free from oppression and corruption has made this poem immortal. Look at the text. Where the mind is without fear and head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. The first lines clearly indicates that he is dreaming of a place where the mind is without fear, where the mind is dreaming. He is dreaming of such a place where there is fearlessness and independence in every sphere of life. He wishes that Indians should become fearless and should be able to walk with their heads held high. Knowledge should be free and should be in every man's reach. Knowledge should be for everyone, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. He further says that people should not divide into narrow fragments of religion and caste and boundaries of the countries. People should not divide, people should not be divided into the narrow fragments of religion and caste. The poet prays that where words come out of from the depth of truth, poet prays that his countrymen should be true in their thoughts. Where tireless striving stretch its arm toward perfection, means that they should work tirelessly for obtaining the perfection in their work. Ki people should work tirelessly and they should obtain the perfection in their work. Where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. In this line, poet says that the power of reasoning should not be lost in the useless customs. The power of reasoning should not be lost in useless petty things or customs. God should guide us, or God should guide them in every task. It is the poet's prayer that India should attain freedom in such an ideal atmosphere. And further the poet says that the world should not be divided into small parts on the basis of religion, language, caste, etc. People should speak the truth. People should work tirelessly in order to achieve perfection in life. In these lines, a prayer for the ideal world, the ideal India, and further the poet says that the countrymen should be truthful in their thoughts and actions. They should work hard to achieve perfection in every field. The faculty of reason should not be lost in bad and useless customs. He prays that God Himself guide the minds of the people. He may lead them forward in their thoughts and actions. Thus, his country should grow in such a way and attain freedom. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country wake. In such thoughts and actions that are free from any kind of prejudice, that our country should grow. Tagore in this poem talks about or dreams about a place, dreams about a country, an ideal India in which man lives fearlessly and people, self-respecting people, their thought and actions are guided by the light of truth and reason. People must be truthful and use the reasoning in every work. Tagore prays for a united India that will be free from superstitions and narrow considerations of caste, creed, language and religion. The poet imagines a land of progress and perfection. The poem is the poet's true song of freedom. So, dear students, if you have any difficulty in any language, there are small words. Fragments means small pieces. Domestic you understand, that is related to the home. Strive, to make efforts to achieve something or to attain something. Stretch, to reach. There are other words also. Dreary means lacking charm, causing dejection, etc. Any other questions, or you find any word difficult in this poem? It's a small poem. I have already told you that Tagore was the first Indian to win the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913. The Gitanjali, that was earlier written in Bengali and then in English, is best known for the West. The poem expresses the poet's reflective spirit and simple prayer for his country. The prayer has a universal message. Tagore dreams of a society, a truly global society, where there are no boundaries of caste, creed, religion. The poet prays not just for territorial independence for his country, but also he prays for its spiritual, intellectual freedom, that the men and women of India must be free in every field. They must use their intellectual mind and reasoning. They should perform every work perfectly and attain perfection in every sphere of life. Is the prayer of the Rabindranath Tagore for the people of the India, and he imagine and he dreams for such a society, such a nation. If you have any difficulty, you can ask me. Okay. Thank you.